Good night, brothers and sisters. Oh, we're having a wonderful meeting out here tonight. I just want to say a special word to all the people of Wilikies because, you know, my mother was from Wilikies. And my grandmother was from Wilikies. My family is the Philo family. Swallow is my family. So I'm glad to be here tonight. But I'm extra glad to come and support Sister Sean Nicholas. I have no doubt that we are going to see history in the making here in St. Philip's North. You know, it was such a wonderful day when Sister Nicholas decided that she was going to come and join the United Progressive Party as one of our candidates. It is something that we were talking to Sean about for a long time. And she took her time, but when she decided, she came over 100%. She hit the ground running. And I'm telling you, I have not seen such a hard-working candidate for a long time. I want everybody in this constituency to know that you have a golden girl. Not golden girl in the sense of age, golden in the sense of value. You have a wonderful candidate out here, and I want you to rally behind Sister Sean Nicholas. But we're here, brothers and sisters, because the United Progressive Party is the choice for Antigua and Barbuda in the future. I'm not just saying that lightly. I want you to think what Antigua would be like. You know, they said things hard, but let me tell you, if ALP were in power, if you think things hard now, things would be even harder. And if anybody thinks that if you get a Labour Party government with all that chat, things going to be any easier, things will get even harder. Things will get harder. They don't have any policies for this country. They have about 6 different leaders, each one putting forward their own policy. When you talk about what they did to medical benefits, you remember they used to raid medical benefits, take out all the money already, medical benefits, till they even had an inquiry into medical benefits. Well, Gaston Brown is saying, if he go back there, he gonna clean out medical benefits again. So while he is saying he gonna use medical benefits money, and he's gonna build house with medical benefit money, Western is saying they're going to join medical benefits with state insurance. They don't have no leadership. They don't have no vision. Each of the people in the Labour Party, when they get up to talk, they make up the policy as they go along. And you know, if you want to see a group of backstabbers, look at the Labour Party. You know, you have Malwin and Robin. They say Malwin and Robin planning for Gaston. And then they say Assad planning for Malwin, Robin, and Gaston. And they say Lester Bird planning for all of them. It will be confusion in this country if the Labour Party were to be elected in this country. We have a party with one leader. We have a party with one vision. We have a party where when we put out a policy, we have discussed the policy and everybody understands the policy. We have a party that has taken this country forward. When they tell you, oh, UPP don't do nothing. You know, I work with the manifesto for 2009. You see this picture with the airport? That was our biggest campaign promise in 2009. If you go up by the airport now, you see it's being built. That's a promise that was made, and it's a promise that is being kept. This was what we said we would do, and we are doing it. It's right here in the center page of our manifesto of 2009. And as we were preparing for this election, and you're going to see when we roll it out, of all the promises that we've made, we have kept hundreds of the promises. We went through them here. They're all here. All here. And when we roll them out, you're going to see the things that we have done. And when they ask you, are you better off? I heard Sister Jackie talking, and ask any pensioner. Are you better off now than you were on the labor? Are you getting more money now than on the labor? Ask the young people who couldn't get a scholarship. Are you better off now than on the labor? Brothers and sisters, you don't have to look far. We talk about our social program. Some of us take it for granted. When you used to go to school before, you never know what name school meal program. Is UPP bring it in? And all the other programs, Lester Bird was in Parliament talk about they used to give school children milk powder. So here talk about milk powder when we're talking about a nutritious meal for the young children. We're not going back to no milk powder. We're not going back to no milk powder on the Labour Party. And you know, brothers and sisters, it has been such a rape of Social Security. The reason why we must beware of Gaston Brown and Assat Michael and Chet Green and these people is because they have a policy and a philosophy that if they see any kind of money, as far as they're concerned, take it up and spend it off right away. They brought Social Security to its knees. And I'm going to tell you, you had a board member by the name of Maurice Christian. You know Maurice Christian from the TUC? He used to be a member of the board of Social Security. And he was watching the way they were just bringing down Social Security money. In 1996, Social Security had $76 million in the bank. Then it went up to $81 million in 1997. And it reached $94 million in 1998. But let me tell you, it declined to $73 million in 2001. And then it came down to $67 million in 2002. And then to $43 million by the end of 2003, just before the UPP was elected. Because the country was speed wobbling, zigzag, they couldn't keep things moving. The country, as you know, had to be rescued by the United Progressive Party. They took out a total of $50.3 million, or more than half of what was there, in the space of 5 years. The reason why they did that, they just didn't have enough money to run the country. We came in, and we had to introduce the income tax, we introduced the ABST, and even though things are tight because it's the worst economic crisis ever in this world since 1929. None of us here was alive in 1929, or very few of us. So none of us can remember 1929, and I'm telling you, this is the worst economic crisis in nearly 100 years. And this government was able to carry this country through this difficult storm. And we didn't only carry the country through, we carried the country through and not send home nobody. We carry the country and keep all the programs for the benefit of the people. If Labour was in power without the little income tax, And without the ABST, the country would have gone underwater. And I want all the public servants to understand, it's a little income tax that help pay your salary, that help to keep you so that you can have a little money in your pocket at the end of the week and at the end of the month. Gaston Brown said he's going to abolish the income tax. So when he abolishes the income tax, he's going to place your job at risk. Because when the money runs short, they can't go to Social Security now. Because they raided Social Security such a point that is this government that has had to build back up Social Security little by little, step by step. Let me show you the difference. When the UPP came in, there was $43 million. And then instead of the money going down, the money started to go up. We increased it from 43 million to 47 million in the first 4 years that we were in office. So in Labour time, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. In Labour's time, in their last 5 years, they pulled down Social Security money by over $50 million. In our first 4 years, we started to build it back up and put in another 7. We didn't take out $1. We didn't take out $5. We have built up Social Security because Social Security is important so that you can get your pension. Social Security is important. You can get your different benefits, maternity benefits, and so on. And we want to make sure that we build Social Security so that when all of us retire, we have something to retire for. If you put the Labour Party back in there with Gaston Brown and them, they're going to destroy Social Security, destroy medical benefits. They're going to do like they did when they were there. Take up the money out to the port, take up the money out to APUA, take up the money out to the free trade zone, take up the money anywhere they can find it, because they do not have policies for the sustainable development of Antigua and for the development of the people of this country. Brothers and sisters, we are saying to you, stick with the United Progressive Party. Protect your jobs and stick with the UPP. I want to read the letter now from Maurice Christian. Maurice Christian wrote this letter in September 2003 to the chairman of the board of Social Security. At the time, the chairman of the board was Mr. Leroy King. He said, it has now reached a stage where the board, while showing good faith by assisting the government, will look ridiculous. He said, the board has bent over backwards while the government has shown no interest in reciprocating. The government continues to deduct contribution from employees' earnings and don't even make an effort to pay that portion. Yet it continues to ask us to use other funds to assist to finance the government's obligations. He says, looking at it even as an outsider, the reasonable mind would conclude that the board has reached a stage of ridiculousness. Simply, can these millions of dollars be recovered by the scheme? The need is going to arise. He says, what we are doing is to give loans and other accommodations without thinking of the consequence to the scheme, even though we know that government will not be able to pay. Directing the resources through disguised channels doesn't change the picture. The board members will be humiliated if this trend continues. Now I want you to understand what Maurice Christian is saying to the chairman of the board. He's saying we can't take it anymore. Think of the future. Think of the pensioners. What love can we have for the pensioners when you take out all the money from Social Security with no sense of where the money is going to come from, so that when people retire, they will have something to retire for? We cannot, brothers and sisters, risk this country with that type of reckless type of governance. We cannot put this country in the hands of people who only care about today and care about themselves, do not care about you, the country, and the future. We said, therefore, this is your country, this is your future, and your future is in safe hands. Do not take the chance to put this country in the hands of men and women who are untried and untested. Men and women who have never ever done anything successful in their life. Go through all of them. Go through the track record of every last one of them. And I told you when we were in rural East, you have a lot of has-beens, you have a lot of wannabes, and you have a lot of never-wases. These are the people who now come before you and want to run this country. I say to you, the country is on a safe track. The country is on a firm track. The country is on a good leadership. Let us not change for the sake of changing. Stand firm for a third term. Stand firm with the United Progressive Party. Let us keep forward. Forward ever, backward never. No retreat, no surrender. One love until I come again.